So the inevitable happened. I was flying my DJI FPV, and this crash, it was actually my fault completely. Um, so I went to go start recording, and I double tapped the disarm. So it fell with motors off from 60 to 70 feet and hit the ground. And well, that's the damage you can see. So I'm actually pretty impressed that that's all that happened. I took the props off, powered it on, tested all the electronics as far as I could, and everything was fine. Um, I've also hit a tree with this. It kind of spun away, hit the ground, came back up into the air, and I was able to save it. So people saying this drone's fragile, I disagree. I mean, that was a 70-foot straight fall, and that's what happened. There at the field, I actually ordered parts to repair it, and it's like 20 bucks for one of those arms, but it takes a while to get here from China. And so that got me thinking, if you look at the break there, there's still plenty of meat, for lack of better words, to just glue it back on. So I figured, well, I'll try to just glue it back on and wait for the arm to get in, and it'll be an experiment to see just how field repairable these drones are, because I haven't seen anything else on YouTube of anybody trying that. And so I did, and you'll see as follows, it worked great. So I didn't do a good job of explaining actually how I repaired this. So there was enough of the arm, enough meat left on the arm on the bottom to just glue it directly to the inner frame. I used JB Weld Quick Weld Super Glue to do that. Now the top was missing a couple small pieces of the arm itself, and so there wasn't a whole lot of contact area to actually glue the arm back on. So what I did was covered both surfaces in super glue as much as I could. I wrapped masking tape around it, and I did multiple coats of super glue over the masking tape to kind of harden it up like a cast, and that actually worked real well. I'm surprised at how well it worked. For looks, I wrapped it in electrical tape, and so yeah, that's the fix. Alright, please note that I'm not trying to fly smooth or get really great flight footage here. I was trying to stress the drone out as much as I could to see if that repair would hold. And so a lot of my moves are really choppy, and that was just to put brunt force on that arm. But the drone handled it well, so enjoy. Well, we just got her back from her maiden voyage. She flew pretty well. I don't know, it felt a little different. I don't know if that's in my head, because it flew great. I did some really aggressive acro, which there's video of, and it held up just fine. I did some drops, some huge throttle blips, and everything held up great. I did have a camera system calibration error, and no, the gimbal guard was not on, but that went away about mid-flight, but I didn't notice any sort of problem. Actually, come to think of it, if the gimbal is not sitting at the spot I'm used to, that could be that funky feeling I was, because my camera angle's different, so it felt different to me. Flight-wise, it flew great. Now, I'm not saying you should fix your drone like this, but I mean, I fixed mine like this, and it worked, and I do want to say I ordered the part, and I will be fixing it correctly. And there's my daughter. But in the meantime, I mean, this works. I can come out here to the field. There's some fixed wing guys that fly out here, and they like to let me chase them, so I can do that. So yeah, I'm glad that I chose to repair it. Whether you repair yours is up to you.